3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and here it is, launch night for the Xbox One Project Scorpio. Well, Xbox One X I should say. This is my edition, it's the Project Scorpio edition. It is absolutely packaged beautifully, and this is an opening video. Now you'll know from my PS4 Pro opening video that we're going to the depth of what's contained completely within the box, and as you can see, this is the package that I have bought. So I have got, over here we have got Shadow of War, which was bargain if you bought it with the console, so why not. I also picked up a second-hand copy of Shadow of Mordor because I like having complete sets. Also picked up the Forza 7 Motorsports because it was like a tenner if you bought it with the console, which you can't argue with. And I also got Super Lucky's Tale. So, worth trying out. I'm not too sure what the game's like, but hey ho, what's the worst that can happen? So, let us get right into this, and essentially, let's get into the bones of this. And the first thing I have to say is it is a beautifully packaged box. So, as you can see, you've got the Project Scorpio edition down here at the bottom. It is an all black box representative of the old Xbox. On the side here we have, it has got a 1TB hard drive, it does 4K Ultra HD, HDR, and it's an Xbox One console and all the other bits that come inside the box. And on the other end is exactly the same, just in multiple languages. So, let's begin, shall we? So, I'm one of these, I am a little bit fastidious with how I open things because I like it to be done right. And I don't want to ruin some of this beautiful, and it truly cannot be said how beautiful this packaging is. I mean, it really is showing that Microsoft has really taken their time on doing this. I mean, I'll do that later. So, let's get into opening the box. So, the first thing that you get when you open the box is this wonderful little insert inside, which contains an Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass test. So let's just get into this and we'll pull all this out and then we'll go from there. So we have this one, let's move this out of the way. So we have this, we have then also got another box, we've then also got another box. So let's just put this here, and then, is that it? Cool. And then ultimately, we have got what I'm presumably going to say is the console. So we will do the console last, because why not? So let's have a look in here, let's see what we get in box number 1. So, it's our stand for the console. A very heavily engineered piece of kit. I like that a lot. And that is essentially in the first bit done. So we'll move that over here. And in the next bit, I'm assuming this is where we get all some of the play toys. So we need to open this because that is our power cable, and you know, it's good to see that the power cable it uses is exactly the same as the Xbox One S's. So it's a nice good bit of cabling as well. It's a good quality cable, that's what we like to see. Don't like them skimping out on the very basic things. So nice bit of additional packaging. Now here's the HDMI cable. Now Microsoft prides itself on giving the very best quality cable that it can. Now I'm not going to use that because I've already got high quality cable built in, but I'll take it out the box. And then finally we have the wonderful, which should be the Xbox Scorpio controller, which I don't know if you can see this, but it's a standard Xbox One controller. Can't argue with the quality of what we know. Does it still say hello from Seattle? Hello from Seattle. Yep. So I mean, pretty much your bog standard Xbox controller, apart from the fact that along the bottom here it says Project Scorpio. So, and you obviously get a set of batteries as well, but you know, I'm not going to show you a picture of a set of batteries. So we'll pop that over here, and in our paperwork we've got an Xbox Game Pass. Oh. Okay, it lets you use Xbox. I won't show the code, but it lets you use Xbox Game Pass for a month, and then we have 14 days of Xbox Live. Well, I'm not really too fussed about that because I have both of those, so it may be a case of using my month code later. So, you know, it's the one thing that you have to say straight away about all of this packaging is it's so much about quality. The one thing you say is the cable to the stand, to the power cord, to the controller. Even though it is a standard controller, it does feel like Microsoft has taken the time to do quality build, which is great. Which is, you know, I fully support that. You know, the one thing I felt about the PS4 Pro was that it didn't feel as though it was a Pro edition. It just felt like a repackaged PlayStation. You know, the boxing was a bit cheap, the packaging was a bit cheap. There was no special emphasis for us being pro players and paying that extra bit of money. Which, you know, the one thing I feel about this feels like a full quality console. It feels like you're buying more quality. So let's obviously take off the sponge packaging and get into the main guts of what we've actually bought here. So I'm going to lay this down because the one thing, as I said, I will grab my trusty little bottle opening knife, is I do like to open stuff as carefully as possible, he says, just as the knife will not even cut the quality tape. So we have one bit of tape here. A bit of tape there, and I am going to make a massive assumption that we have a piece of tape here, which we do. Yeah, it just seems a shame that, you know, loads of people are just going to go home and rip this off, but you know, I'm an old stickler for looking after things, so the packaging, the wrap is off, and it's good to see that they're using the same wrap as what came with the Xbox Halo edition, and also what came with the Day 1 edition, so that is pretty cool. So let's open this up. Let us get to the nitty gritty part, which is the console itself. Right, so I'm just going to fold this up and pop this down here actually. So the one thing that you can absolutely say is it's, you know, as you've probably seen in countless other videos, I'm not going to go over it, is it's got all the same ports and access points as an standard Xbox One S. So we have got the network port, we've got the SPIF port, which is for your fibre optic connection for sound. It's got an infrared remote in, two USB 3.0s, HDMI in, HDMI out, and the power socket. So, you know, it's pretty, and all the vents, which is pretty cool, you know. Going to the side profile, it's all venting again, and to this side profile, and I didn't notice this before, but it does have a little thing here that says hello from Seattle, and it says Xbox One X. Obviously it's got the Scorpio pattern on the top of the degrading light, and if we move it to the front, it does have the sticker on the front that says do not move console without first removing any disc inside, which is pretty much common sense. You've also got the controller connector, another USB port, an IR sensor, an eject button, and obviously the disk drive. And you know, the one thing that you can say is that the console is built with quality in mind. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it has come from what you would expect the build quality of Microsoft to be. I mean, one thing you does say, it is a beautiful design. It is really small. I mean, just comparing that to the Xbox One I got rid of before I picked this up, it was, you know, I'm shocked at the size, in all honesty. As I said, you get your high-powered USB cable, your HDMI cable, so this is built for 4K. Microsoft prides themselves, and you listen to all the videos out there from all the tech designers that this is one of the key features. You get your Project Scorpio controller, which in all honesty, the keys are black as well, so it's a nice solid jet black controller. It gives that real elite feel status, and your power cord. So I mean, that's everything that comes in the box. As I said, Super Lucky Tales, Forza Motorsport 7, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War is just some of the games that we'll be doing. I am going to be live streaming, connecting this up. I'm going to go away now actually and connect this up, and then I will be booting up the live stream. So I'm going to make sure this video goes live first, and then I will be connecting it all up and doing a live stream with showing it boot up. We'll go through the settings and updates, and we'll see what it's got to throw at us live. So that is it, guys. That is the unboxing of the Xbox One Scorpio edition. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight, and we'll see you soon on the live stream. Thank you very much for watching.